As the Japanese recovered from their failed offensive from early July, Zhukov planned a Soviet infiltration. A Soviet feint would hold the enemy in position in the south while his real plan unfolded. On July 7th, a combined force of infantry, artillery, and armor crossed the Halha River in search of the Japanese headquarters. Japanese outposts, however, detected the advancing Soviet force and opened fire. The Soviets scattered for cover, and after a short exchange of fire, retreated back to the west side of the river. The stage is set, the battle lines are drawn, and you are in command. The rest is history. Hey folks, welcome back to our continuing coverage of the struggle at Khalkhin-Gol in Memoir 44. Well, so far I was checking our medal count, and we are currently dead even on medals. I've won 2 games out of the 3 so far, but they've been very close games. You guys won a blowout game where you scored 5 medals to my 1. I have won 5-3 and 10-8. So much closer games when I have won. You guys had the blowout, which is why we're still even on the medal count. We're tied at 16 medals each, and this battle will be halfway through the campaign. So that's a pretty cool statistic. I do want to congratulate Josh Nykirk from Renton, Washington. He is the one who won the lottery, so to speak, for the terrain that we gave away last time, and he probably already has that. Kenny did a pretty efficient job at picking them and then sending out that stuff in a very timely manner while we were away at the gathering of friends up in New York. So congratulations, Josh. We're going to go ahead and hit the ground running. As per usual, all of the moves are going to be coming through the Twitch channel. So if you want to be part of the hive mind that is going to be in control of the the Japanese Imperial Army, then go on over to Twitch and watch there. I believe it's twitch.tv/The Dice Tower. I believe that's the address of where that is. So you can go over there and be part of the Hive Mind Collective that will be battling me in this scenario. But if you just want to chill out and watch, you can definitely stay here right on YouTube. So we are going to be streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So thanks for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. I will be manning the YouTube chats. So hello August, hello Plymouth Valiant 61, Kabuki is here, and Rainer is here as well. Stephen Foe, hello. Larissa, hi. So yeah, everybody is, well, not everybody, but we'll have people stopping by saying hi and that type of thing. So we'll be doing that as we get started. So first thing we need to do, as usual, you're usually supposed to do this at the end of the other one, but we usually just do it at the beginning, and that is the attrition roll and the roll for reserves. So Kenny is actually out of country right now. He is in China visiting some friends and buddies of his. So Derek is going to be manning his post and doing a good job there.
Hello, this is my hand.
Disembodied hand, yes.
This hand will be your hand.
So he's going to get your cards set up for you, and he'll be manning the Twitch channel as well. He's going to be on Twitch, I'll be on YouTube, so we've got you covered that way. All right, so going back to my handy dandy pictures here that I took at the end of last campaign, it looks like you guys took out 2 of my tank units. You did get a objective medal, so you're going to have a chance for some reserves coming on the board. You took out my that looks like a big gun, so I don't have a big gun in this scenario, so I won't have to worry about attrition for that. But I did have 2 tank units and 4 infantry that I'm going to have to roll attrition for. You guys, on the other hand, are going to be I also had an objective token for a medal, so I'll have the possibility of reserves, and then you guys are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rolls for attrition on infantry. That could be bad because you guys don't have a lot of forces on the table. You also have a tank unit that you would have to roll attrition for, but you don't have one of those here, so I'm not worried about that. And then you also have a TK unit that I took out last time that you will need to roll attrition for, and we'll just count those as armor. So let's go ahead and get to that. We'll roll you guys first, and so let's go ahead and get to the 6 infantry units. Now, as a reminder, what we're doing here is we're rolling to see how many singular models are going to have to be removed from your side of from your forces before the battle begins to simulate logistical attrition and that type of thing. So here we go, and we'll roll right here just to make sure it's on camera. All right, so we had 1, 2, 3 models that definitely have to be removed. I don't think that grenades count. Let me just double check real quick. All units of full strength. Each player must remove a figure from units that corresponds to the figures and unit types that are placed next to the deck of command cards. Blah, 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 blah. I do not see. Oh, no, it says right here, unit type or a grenade. So that is 4. So this is the first thing Derek's going to have to help you do. There are 4 infantry models that have to come off of your forces. So you guys over on Twitch, whoever is at the helm, I don't know if it's Rainer or somebody else, but you guys are going to have to make that decision right now. You have 4 individual models, not units, just individual models that have to come off the board. So go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and roll for the tank as well. Or I'm sorry, the TK unit. So if this comes up as armor or a grenade, then yes. All right, so one of those has to come off.
Galagalaxia.
Yes, that's Rainer.
Okay. Rainer, hello. He's asking, if we lose a whole unit, does Sam get a point?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me see here. These are, let me just say this, these are simplified attrition and reserve rules. There are other rules that, there are other rules that are much more intensive, but these are kind of, I don't want to say dumbed down, but that's the phrase that's coming to mind. Let's see here. If corresponds to the figures, unit types that are placed next to the board. Special care should be taken during a game to include a unit's badge, blah, blah, blah. If there is a troop of this type deployed in the next battle and the attrition roll requires that the specific troop type must lose 1 figure. If a unit of this type is not present, standard of each it must lose a figure instead. Okay, so typically a few units will start the next battle with 1 less figure. However, it is possible that an entire unit type could be eliminated due to the attrition roll. If this happens, the opposing player will start the battle with a victory medal for the lost unit. So yes, that is the answer to your question, Rainer. If you choose to lose an entire unit as your 4 models, then yes, it will count as a medal for me. So you're probably not going to do that. But also the TK unit that is here, that does lose 1 because it was an armor or a grenade symbol. So that does come off.
Alrighty.
So you'll just need to take a. They'll tell you which units probably.
Yeah, they're saying it's a tough choice.
Yes, it is. That was a bad attrition roll, but I'm going to have to roll a lot of dice as well.
Take 1 model from troops on hills behind sandbags? ? Asks Smarty Josh. Sorry, I thought that was what you were telling me to do. Now I see you are taking consensus.
Okay. All right, now you guys know you have 4 units that you have to apply for. I'm going to go ahead and roll for the next one. All right, so I've got 4 infantry units that I need to roll, and then 2 tank units. So here are my 4 infantries, and that was better for me, so I have to remove 2 models.
They said 1 from each on the left. I'm going to go ahead and take that as gospel.
Okay, 1 from each on the left.
Which would
that's
be
your left, which is over here. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then 1 more from somewhere else. All right.
Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Let's lose 2 from the one below the hill, they said.
Okay.
So,
and then 1 each.
Oh,
so that would be
I
the
see,
4th.
yeah,
that would be the 4th. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Understood.
And 2 from the rear center hill. So I think 1 goes back into these.
Yeah. A rear center hill. Yeah. Right there. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a better.
And that is his final answer.
Final answer. All right. So I've got to lose 2. We're gonna go with 1 from here and 1 from here, and then I've got to roll 2 tanks for 2 tank units. So it's possible that my 1 tank unit is seriously depleted. Hopefully not, though. 1. Can you hand me 1 of those tanks from right there?
1 of these?
Yeah.
Oh, ready?
All right. All right, so that is our attrition rolls. Now we need to go. We both have possible reinforcements. So you guys, campaign reserves, are coming in right now for 1 of your models. So we have a tank and a star. Okay, so a special troop of this unit type is deployed as the reserve unit. The choice of which special troop may be deployed is limited to the special troop unit types that are going to be deployed in the next scenario campaign. All right, so with armored, well, you do have 2 options. You could have another TK unit with 2 models in it, or you could take another armored car somewhere on the battlefield. So those are the choices that now you guys need to relay to Derek, whether or not you want another TK unit with 2 figures or another armored car unit that you'll be able to deploy anywhere on your back line. Then I'm going to make my campaign reserve roll. That's all right. I can place sandbags on a hex occupied by a unit at the beginning of the next battle. Okay, so
all right, General Rainier has spoken. It will be an armored car.
All right, so he'll take another armored car. Let me go ahead and get that unit.
On the slight right behind Center Hill.
There we go. All right, here you go.
All right.
That's that. Slight right behind Center Hill. All right.
So.
And I rolled 2 flags, which means that I just can put a sandbags on 1 of my units. So I'm just going to go ahead probably and put sandbags on that hill that's right in front of the armored car.
Oh, maybe I messed it up. I will take.
What's up?
Just making sure I placed it in the right spot.
Oh, okay. Well, a slight right behind the center hill. Yeah, that looks right to me. All right, so I'm going to be able to place the sandbags as a result of my campaign reserve roll. I'm going to place it right here. All right. I think that is all of the preliminaries. We are ready to get started. There are no Molotov cocktails this time. I do have a unit of flamethrower tanks. We do have armored cars, so I'll keep this out so that we can easily reference those two guys. But I think we are ready to begin. Now, unlike the other campaigns, scenarios rather, you guys have gone first. This time, we get to go first. The Soviets. We have 6 cards, you guys have 5. Let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Soviet infiltration. Soviets, allies have the first turn, yes. All right, so I'm gonna get to go first, but I need to choose my card. Yeah, we've got to open up. That's the one that I was going to choose anyway. All right. So we're going to open up with attack 3 on the right. So 3 over here. All right, 1 is definitely going to be, these guys are going to ford the river. So they have to stop right there. But they will take a shot. And then, oh wait, no, they may not have it. Yeah, I think they do. And then my artillery will be the second shot, and then these machine guns are going to open up here. So that's my 3 units. Rainer and those on Twitch, I need you to chime in to see if my tanks have line of sight on this hill right here. I think they do. If you draw a straight line from center hex to center hex here, I don't think it's clipped by either of by those trees. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm pretty sure I do have, because the only way that it wouldn't be is if it had on both sides trees and it went through the middle. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure we got.
Yes, they do, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that we're in agreement there. And then the machine guns are going to fire down on those guys. Can you guys remember if sandbags are directional? I don't think they are, but I seem to remember. I might be getting another game mixed up. So I don't know if attacking that unit from its flank side.
They are not directional.
They're not directional. They just always give, yeah, okay. I'm remembering that from another game then. All right, well that's it. Let's get some dice rolling. All right, so I've got 3 dice from the tanks on these guys up here on the hill. And we're looking for infantry. All right, that's 2 hits and a retreat. You guys have to ignore the retreat. So we'll just go ahead and take these 2 away. And then we've got the machine guns coming down. Machine guns fires just like the infantry unit it equips. And stars also hit on infantry. So we're looking for infantry and stars. They've got 3, 2. So that's going to be 2 dice looking for infantry or stars. Grenade will also help because it's always a hit. So that's 1 here. And then
should have had some stormtrooper screams queued up or something.
Yeah, Wilhelm screams. And then these 2 artillery shells. These are, oh no, not those. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I just said artillery. I meant these guys. It could have been those guys down there too, but we're going to go with these guys here. This is my 3rd artillery unit. And it's 3-3-2-2. So it's 3-3-2, and it ignores everything else. So I got 2 dice on your infantry guys up there. These are just infantry silhouettes. And that's a hit and a retreat. You have to ignore the retreat. So there you go. Not a bad opening salvo. I am not at all complaining. Let's see here. Oh boy, that could be nasty. That could be really nasty. Nasty smashy. All right, we're going to go ahead and that's my card that I'm choosing. And as we used to say in the old Star Wars CCG, the Force is with you. It's your turn. So, as they are talking about...
Do you know offhand the rules for armored car movement?
Yes, armored cars. They are treated as armor. To order and in combat, they move 0 to 4 hexes and battle. When they battle, it's 3, 2, 1. So if they're here, it's 3, 2, 1 as far as how many dice they roll. On a successful close assault, they can take ground and do armor overrun. And when they are being attacked, they're treated as infantry. Enemy rerolls all battle dice that score a hit. If at least one reroll is a grenade, kill is confirmed. Since you're on a road, well, the one armored car is on a road, they will actually get an additional movement. So they could actually, if they move and stay on the road, they can move 5. But that other armored car that's off the road, they would only move 0 to 4 and be able to attack. Okay, while you guys talk about that, okay, Trevor, he openly admits to just eating 3 pieces of carrot cake. Does that count as 3 servings of fruits and veggies? No, sir, it does not. I have tried that argument before and it does not work. So it will not work here. Just Plymouth Valiant 61 says, Trevor, just wash it down with some lemonade and get your fruit serving as well. Wow. Oh, would that taste good? Sounds like lemonade would be like really sour after eating a very sweet carrot cake. I don't know if I would do that. Let's see. Let's see here. Jay Peak has showed up. What's up? What's up? Yes, I am taking questions, Ethan. While the internet is deciding what they're going to do, I will entertain and field questions.
All right, we have an order.
All right, here we go.
Armor assaults.
Oh, joy. All right, so you can issue an order to 4 armor units. You only have 3, but that's fine. And they battle with 1 additional die. Oh, joyous. All right, so go ahead and give your moves. So all 3 of your armor units are going to move. The TK unit that's back there that only has the single model, he can battle. He can move 0 to 3 and still battle. My tanks can only move 0 to 2. So that's a bonus. So your 2 armored cars are going to be able to move 0 to 4 and battle, and then your tanks back there will be able to move 0 to 3 and battle. The armored car on the road, as I said earlier, will get an additional movement if you choose to keep him on the road.
All right, so armored car on left, move 4 spaces along road up to the infantry in the center.
Okay.
So,
and again, you can move 5 if you wish.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then we want to attack Sam's unit below the hill. I presume would be this
Yeah,
one.
that's right there, yeah. All right, well, do all your movement first. Keep that token with it so that we can...
Right.
There you go. Let's see.
And then the tank 4 spaces along the road. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And then your last armored car unit in the center.
Move slight left in front of machine gun unit. So
Slight left in front of machine gun unit. So, oh, okay. So, is that a movement of 3?
oh, I'm guessing here. Not that machine gun.
No, that's the only machine gun unit that's there.
Okay.
I don't know if he wants to move there. Maybe he does.
Just slight left in front of them.
That might be slight left.
Oh, I see. To here? Or here?
Nah, they probably want to get it. Rainer is usually the one that is like all out against machine gun nests, so he usually focuses on them. So he probably wants to assault the machine gun
So
nest.
slight left in front of them.
Okay, so there.
Yeah.
That's not a bad move. That cuts off my avenue of retreat. That only gives me 1.
I guess maybe I'm having a difficulty with the... Okay, that's perfect, apparently. Yeah, because, like...
Just
Is it front? Because this is front there?
Yeah,
or is
yeah,
it front 'cause
yeah.
they're
Let's go
facing
ahead and
this way?
institute. This is something that we talked about earlier. If you want to move towards this direction, say north. Use the word north. And then if you want to move that direction or be south of a certain hex, then say south. So north, south, east, west. That's probably a little bit of a better, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. Yes, Nicholas, this game does need epic World War II music. You are absolutely correct.
I'll get on that. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so rolls are needing to be made. So this armored car is going to be attacking this unit, I believe, here to here. Do you want to do the tanks shooting here first? Because the tanks do have a range of 3, and they're rolling 3 dice.
So 4 dice against infantry in the center. So yeah.
Yes. All right, so do you want the armored car to attack first or the tank?
Oh, armored car first.
Armored car first, all right. So armored car gets 4 dice, an additional die because of the armor assault. And here we go. That was horrific. So that's 3 hits. And I'm assuming you want this guy to attack the same unit, or do you want him to attack somebody else?
Let's see.
I would imagine
Waiting
they're
on
going
a
to...
call from Rainer here.
Yeah. No worries. It's okay. I'm assuming he's probably going to want to attack and get that medal.
Take him out, he says.
Yes. Of course. Here we go. I could hope. Oh, so close. All right, so that's your first medal of the game. Go ahead and put that over there on that side. All right, so it's 1-0. Oh, by the way, I didn't say how many medals we needed. I just remembered. I believe it's 5. Yeah, 5 to win. So you are 1/5 of the way there. And then your armored car over there is going to get 4 dice on the machine gun nest, I imagine. So that's the only one they have line of sight to anyway. So 4 dice on the machine gun nest. 2 retreats and a hit. All right, so we take 1 hit, and then we have to retreat. So we'll come back here. Like so. All right. Now, because I had to retreat, you can take ground and attack again.
So yeah. So it's 3 dice. We lose 1 die because of hill.
Oh, that's true. Well, I'll just, you lost this die then. I'll be nice. That'll come back and bite me in the butt, I'm sure. So here's the question now. Does the armored car
We will take ground.
take ground, and who are they attacking after they take ground? Probably the same. Probably the same one. Because this unit comes up here.
Take out the machine guns.
All right. So now you're on even footing as far as the same kind of terrain, so you get that additional die. So here we go. And there you have it.
Wow.
Your second medal right there. I thought I had a good first turn. Alrighty then. Wow. Kabuki Kid, could you please sit Mr. Koziak 10851 out for a little bit, please? Don't like the language he's using.
Oh, they need a replacement car. Apparently.
What's that?
They said we just need a replacement car.
A replacement car? What are they talking about?
So I mean, do they move into there? Or?
They can take ground if they wish, but they cannot attack again.
Card. Oh.
Oh.
Right. That makes more sense.
Yep. All right. Well. Kind of wish I had played a different card now, but oh well. That's just the way it is. But this, yeah. All right, so we're going to do attack 3 on the side. Oh, that was a really bad card to play. Because I only have 2 units over there. I'm an idiot. All right, here we go. Make do with what you got. Ba, 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 ba. Man, that's so... that stinks. All right. Okay. We're just going to attack, engage across the front line. So we're going to... These guys will attack here. These guys will attack here. Oh, such a dummy. All right, here we go. 3 on the side. This unit to that unit gets 2 dice. Is it really -1? It is. All right, here's hoping. Come on, infantry unit. Nope. And 2 dice here because we're on the same level terrain. That's 1 hit and a retreat, but you have to ignore the retreat. So it's 1 off. That's there. I get this. That's an interesting card. And we're going to go back to this. All right. All right, you guys are up. That was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
All right. We are attacking in center.
All right, 3 in the middle. Go ahead. I just dropped a die, so I need to retrieve it real quick. Caffeine Gamer says, hello, big fan of the show. Thank you. Thank you for all the reviews. Thank you for watching the reviews. I have a big collection because of you. Wife isn't happy. Well, look at it this way, and this is what we usually tell people. We tell you, we steer you away from the bad games, and we give you all of the good ones. So she should be thanking us, kind of, from a particular point of view. So there you go.
Okay, move the tank forward 1 space in center. So that would be this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess. I guess they're moving all their armored units again. This is still technically in the center, I guess, right?
It is.
Yeah.
So they could technically use that as, you just don't get the added additional die in combat.
And we are attacking with the tank, armored car, and armored car. Do they move them?
Tank, armored car. No, probably they're just going to attack. They're already in position. There's no reason for them to move. Unless,
tank first.
All right, tank first. Up the hill, I believe.
Against infantry on hill.
Yep, against infantry on hill. So they're going to be getting 2 dice because they are -1 for going up the hill. And, yeah. Oh, but sandbags also. No, but it's nothing. So it's just 1 die. It's not 2. Never mind. Out loud. My goodness gracious. And I'm assuming the.
They would like to attack the infantry behind the hill, so they cannot retreat.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm a little confused by that too. Armored car against same unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Did they want to move the armored car?
Oh.
Because technically they could move around this way and attack from behind. That way flags would also count as hits. But I could still ignore one of them with the sandbags there.
Yeah, they're still just talking options.
Okay.
But they did say armored car against same unit, so.
Yeah, if they wanted to move it though, that's kind of an important thing. So they need to let us know if they wanted to move the armored car around my armored car to flank position here. That's
they said no, too late. We already moved.
Okay.
So.
All right. So 2 against. Actually, yeah, it's 3 -1, 2. My goodness gracious. All right. So that's that, and then your other armored car over there.
Yep.
You wanted to attack down the hill to the infantry in front of them, so that they can't, so that flags count. That's probably what they were talking about. So they get 3 dice against.
Attack the southmost infantry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So flags will also count as a hit here. But 2 stars and an infantry is just 1 hit. So just take 1 off. Yeah. All right. So that's the end of your turn. You bunch of meanies. All right, it's time for a wee bit of
cards over.
retribution. All right, so I've got 3 in the middle as well. So they have to ignore 1 flag. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see here. Ba-ba-bam-bam. All right, so got 3 units in the middle. One of them is going to be my armored car. The second one's going to be this infantry unit right here. And then 3, 2, 1, that wouldn't be helpful. That's a shot in the dark. That's a waste of time. But we kind of gotta do it. So we're just going to move these guys up here. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I'm making the decision. That's 2. All right, so we got this guy attacking your tanks down here, and this guy, armored car versus armored car. All right, so my infantry unit up here attacking down onto the road. The tank has got 3 dice. Tanks and grenades are going to score a hit, hopefully. Okay, I did get a grenade. So that's 1 over here. I'm not going to take ground. I'm just going to stay there. The armored car attacks like a tank, and we're attacking an armored car which receives attacks like infantry. So I am going to be rolling for infantry symbols. I have to roll. Okay, so infantry, these 2 are hits. The flag is ignored. Now, what I have to do is re-roll these 2. And if I get a grenade, then it's destroyed. But I have to roll a grenade on one of these 2 dice. And I did not. So nothing happens. And that is the end of my 3 units in the middle. Let's see what I'm going to play here. Yeah, that'll be what we've got. And your guys are up.
Okay. All right, we are recon in force.
All right, recon in force. 1, 1, and 1. All righty. Let's see. Meeple Minded. We are basically dead even on medal count so far in the campaign. I have won 2 games. The internet has won 1. And so that kind of brings you up to speed. We're both tied at 16 medals apiece right now from the 3 games. Kabuki, why would you say such a mean thing? She's like, Sam will go down. Woo! Come on, man. Help brother out.
So both armored cars and the East Hill Infantry on left flank.
Okay, so he's probably going to attack here. He's going to attack over there. And then you've got one other over here that needs to be done. Rob, no, I haven't. Rob asks, have you ever played the Game Workshop games from the 80s like Dark Future or Adeptus Titanicus? And those specifically I have not played. I've played Blood Bowl, but it was the revised edition. So even my plays of Blood Bowl have been the more modern rendition of them. So no, I have not. Yes, I agree, Kabuki Kid. So trash talking is necessary.
East Hill Infantry on hill on the left. So.
All right, so the East Hill Infantry?
Yeah.
On the left, that's the right.
So this is the rightmost unit on that left flank. Apologize, I'm a little confused.
No worries.
East Hill Infantry on hill on the left. Yeah, but are they moving? Alright, yeah, so I think they've chosen this one.
Okay.
But I'm sure they will scream if I'm wrong. Right? Yeah. Just attacking. Okay.
Okay, just attacking. So that they're gonna. I assume they're gonna. Well, probably depending on what happens here. I imagine this guy's dead. But it's only 2 dice. So, okay. So which order do we want to attack in? Let's go with armored car over here first. I'm assuming.
Oh, they said move armored car around first. So
Oh, okay.
they probably want to do what they talked about before.
Yeah. Let's keep them situated. All right, so you want to do this armored car first, I imagine? That's going to be 2 dice. Going up the hill, and we can ignore flags.
Yes.
And that's a miss. So now I'm assuming they want to attack here using 2 dice. Is that right?
Probably.
I would imagine.
Yes, they said 1 die.
Yep. 1 die?
Yeah, I think because of the woods, I'm guessing.
No, we're above the woods, I believe.
Okay.
I believe we're above the woods.
You have sandbags.
Right, and that's why it's -1 die. So it's, oh no, you're right. It's 2 -1 because of sandbags. Yeah. And that is an infantry hit, so poof.
Another medal.
Told you this wasn't going to take very long. Crud! Okay, and then the infantry unit over there, or I'm sorry, the armored car on the infantry unit, it's 3 dice. And this is going to be nasty. All right, 1 hit and 2 retreats. So that's, man, good night. That's another medal. So just take those 3 guys off the board, and that's another medal.
Oh, wow.
This is not cool, guys. Not cool at all. All right, so you can go ahead and do your card. Take the card that you played off the board. Yeah. All right, so the card I chose is move out. Issue an order to 4 infantry units. So
oh, he's saying wait. I'm not sure if they're just discussing. They said they had overrun, so
that's true, they can. So they can take ground and then attack again. So they could technically, well, if they attack this could be a really short game. If they attack, I'm not going to say anything. He already knows anyway.
So we want to take out artillery.
Yep.
So this would move down here?
Yep.
Okay.
That would move down there, and then you get 3 dice -2, but only grenades count. So that's waiting for now. So no hits. All right. Goodness gracious. So we've got move out. We've got four infantry units. Alrighty. Okay, so here's what we're doing here. We're going to move 1 here, and one here, which means, oh, gee whiz. Both of these go away. And I've got 3 dice twice on this guy here. And we're going to go one forward here and go after your artillery. Seems like a mistake, but that's all right. All right, so my units that I'm choosing are these 2 guys over here that basically just moved over. And then these guys are going to attack here. Those guys are going to attack there. All right, so we'll do that one over there first. Now you're on the edge of the board, so flags are being counted as hits as well. So 3 dice against your armor, looking for infantry, grenades, and flags. That's a good roll. Now I just need to roll these 3 again and get a grenade. Come on. Oh. Say goodbye to your armored car. Alrighty. That's looking up. And then these guys here are going to attack your artillery down there. So they have 2 dice, 3, 2, and we're looking for grenades. Nope. That was a shot in the dark. And these 2 guys both have 3 dice against this guy. So we're going to go with this out here first. Man, I'm just tearing up my cards over here. All right, so these guys here first down. Now, here's the thing. This is kind of a gamey part of the system. In order to retreat, this unit is going to have to retreat that way. So I'm covering your retreat, so flags are also counting as hits. You can ignore the 1 flag, so that's only 1 hit. And got to roll a grenade. Nope. So these guys get 3 dice as well. Oh my goodness. I guess my luck has officially run out. Grenade. No. Alrighty. Well, that's that. Yep. I have chosen my card. Well, at least I don't have any really soft targets. Okay. So you're up, guys. And gals. Sorry. Didn't mean to be exclusionary there. I'm checking one thing here. Okay. I am okay. All right, so while they're talking, let's take some questions from YouTube. Family showdown? No, Hunter. The good guys are not winning. Just to make sure you understand that. Let's see. Is there a poker chip on the board? Yes. This is the Commissar token. This is part of the Soviets, the Red Army rules, is that before I see what you guys do on your turn, I have to choose my next card. I can never play cards from my hand with the exception of Recon 1's counterattacks and ambush cards. I can play those 3 cards from my hand, but normally speaking, I can only play cards, the card that is underneath the Commissar token. So that's it. All right.
Just waiting for a final order.
That's cool. Sajat Saraf, we try not to have a historical U.S. perspective while playing these games. Hunter says, my team is always the good guys. I find difference with that statement, sir. What are some, Ethan McIntyre says, what are some nice places in Orlando for a low cast? I don't know what that means. A low cast? Is that a fishing term? I have no idea.
All right. We are going to probe.
All right, 2 on the right. Yeah, this could be bad too. Yeah, he's definitely going for the win. Oh, for low cost. You know, I don't really get up to Orlando that much, and when I do, I'm usually there for something else, and I'm rarely there with my family, so...
Okay, so full strength unit on hill will move 1 space forward, and then we get 3 dice against the unit on the hill.
You'll actually get 4 dice. So because the unit's at full strength, they're going to move forward 1 here. And that removes these sandbags. And then they're going to attack here. They would normally get 4 dice, but because of the hill, they get 3. All right, that's one of them. What's the other? I imagine the armored car.
The armored car can take out the stragglers.
Oh, such confidence, I hear, in your terminology, sir. All right, so I'm assuming infantry first or armored car first? Ba-bum-ba-ba. What do you think?
They are...
Rob, the commissar rule is a cool one. It's even fun to play.
Infantry first.
Infantry first. All right, so 3 dice up the hill. Golly!
Wow.
Moses and Aaron, what in the world? Okay, so that's 2 hits. Yeah, this is the end, I would imagine. All right, so now you've got 3 minus 2 up the hill from the armored car. And 1 retreat, which is horrible because they have to retreat here. I'm assuming they're going to take ground and attack again. Just stop me if I'm doing it wrong. The Orlando does have a children's museum and or maybe it's a science museum, children's museum kind of mixed. And it's not very cheap, but it's definitely less expensive than everything else in Orlando. So that is a good, Chad has a very good suggestion there.
Yeah, he said to take them out.
Come on, just be nice, Rainer. Come on, gee whiz. And there you have it. That's the game. Wow, that was lightning fast. Good night. We've only been here for an hour. I'm thinking Rainer doesn't actually like playing this game, so he tries to get it over with as quickly as humanly possible. Alrighty then. Well, soundly defeated once again. So if everything continues, I'll win the next one, but only by the skin of the hair on my chinny chin, right? Wow, dude, that was brutal. I don't think I did anything wrong, except for that initial play when I only got 2 attacks out of a 3-unit card. I don't think I did anything wrong per se. You guys just had great die rolls and good strategy. You did do well there. All right, well, that's it, I guess. We do have a few minutes here, extra minutes, so we'll go ahead and take some questions from both Twitch and YouTube. I'll be looking on YouTube, and you guys will. I'm sorry, Derek can field the questions from Twitch. I know you like the game, Rainer. I was just joking. Second armored car was decisive. Yes, it was. You called in those reinforcements, and you knew exactly what you needed. So that is good. Bye, Bellwolvie. I'm glad we ended earlier than expected, so you could leave. Let's see. All right, let's see here. I'm not getting any questions over here. I don't know about Twitch, but if
our Twitch is having some Comcastic issues right now.
So. Comcastic issues.
Yeah, where the YouTube stream is fine. The Twitch feed is struggling.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I apologize for that.
Yesterday, yeah.
Saw your review of Choose Your Own Adventure. Would you play through the same scenario a second time? Well, if I'm not mistaken, the Choose Your Own Adventure games are going to be book by book. So they're going to be actually based on the books that came out in the original series way back when. So if you're asking if I would play through the same book, the answer is yes, because when we played it at the gathering, we kind of like railroaded through it. Not really. We did kind of do some of the side tangent thingies, and but some of them in the first chapter were kind of red herring-ish, and so we kind of cooled on that and just kind of barreled through in the remaining chapters. So I'd do it again just so that we could see how some of those other tangents line in with the game. It's very fun. Really enjoyed it a lot. If you had to replace both hands with ladles, that makes a difference. Ladles or spotted spoons, what would you choose? What kind of question is that, Rainer? If you had to replace both hands with ladles or slotted spoons, what would you choose? Ladles? So that I could, I guess. Tanner says, I'm moving to Texas and would like some helpful hints on how to move a big board game collection. Lots and lots of boxes. That's about your only recourse. And it's like playing Tetris, fitting those boxes, those games into those boxes. So when we moved from California, I think we used the medium-sized boxes from U-Haul. We rented, or I think we actually rented a Penske truck, but we bought the boxes from Penske, and I think we went with the mediums for the most part. We had a couple larges, but they were really unwieldy to pick up and move around. So, yeah, that's the only thing you can do. Let's see, TI4, Sam versus the internet? No. Absolutely not. Let's see here. Normally sees the pre-recorded ones after live working, see total running time. Not knowing a run time really makes it a lot more intense. Yes, that is true, because it can just end whenever. Let's see here. Kabuki asks, would you consider Shadespire versus the internet? That's a possibility, but I would wonder if there are enough people out there that watch our channel that would be savvy on the game. I mean, what kind of makes this a success, in my opinion, is that there's there's a good number of people out there that are already familiar with this game and they know how to play it, so that makes the communication factor between the chat rooms and the live person playing it, whether it's Derek or Kenny, a lot easier. So I would not be opposed to it, I'll put it that way. But I mean, again, something I just thought about, the power step in each turn, that would take a lot of time as well, because I'd have to choose to play a power card or not. They would have to choose to play a power card or not. So that might gum up the system a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll put that on the back burner. Let's see here. Are you excited about the new battle map for Memoir 44? Yes, and they are also coming out with, well, they are still in the planning stages, but they are very late in the planning stages for the new air pack as well. I talked to a representative from Days of Wonder at the gathering, and he said that it is still coming. They are still in the late stages of that, so it's still on the way. I was wondering if you ever feel overgamed since you started full time. Is that possible? Actually, yes, it is. There are a good number of days where, you know, you go home and you just want to chill with the family watching TV, or, you know, sometimes we play a game as well at home, but usually it's one that we already know how to play and we're comfortable with it. So yeah, I mean, yes, that's the answer to your question. What do you think about CMON adding a different base set to the current Zombicide Kickstarter campaign as an optional buy? Whatevs. Yeah. Let's see. Is Massive Darkness still in your rotation? Well, it's still on my shelf, and I'd be willing to pull it out again. But I mean, that's few and far between. But that's nothing against Massive Darkness. It's just that's how those older games are. We're always having to play the new stuff that's coming out for review, but it's still on my shelf. Yes. What is being tweaked in the new air pack? I didn't press that. I probably should have, but they're working on the air rules. I know they talked about some other things. I haven't used the air pack in so long, so some of the things that he was talking about I didn't recall. So that was kind of dead information because I didn't really see how it was pertinent. But they're supposedly going to be streamlining a lot of the stuff and making it better. Did you ever play Fog of War? No, I did not. Do you know if we will still be able to use the old air pack scenarios? I would imagine you could. I don't think they're going to make it so different that it would be incompatible with the old scenarios. You'll just use the new rule set with the old scenarios. Or they're just going to reprint those old scenarios as they can be, as they are affected by the new rules. I don't know. That's all conjecture, supposition. Let's see here. Air pack will have more miniatures, planes, according to the guys in Europe who have played test versions. All right, there you go. That makes sense. Now, I know they've put a lot of work into the miniatures, and that's what the guy I talked to said. And I know that they are streamlining the rule set, making some tweaks to it. Plans to see the Avengers. Funny you should ask.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock this evening. So, yes. Where is the Soul Stone? I have no idea. All right. Well, do they have anything over on Twitch, or are they still experiencing difficulties?
How big of a donation to get an 8th edition of 40K Twitch stream? With a smiley face.
It is upcoming. Vernon and I are working on painting our respective sides for the 8th edition base box, so it is coming. We just have to. Vernon has been having a difficult time because he's PCSing. That's a military term that means he's moving. He's having to leave his current position in the military and go somewhere else. And he's been trying to figure out where he's going to go and when it's going to happen. So he's been kind of on not really high alert, but just he's been not busy. And so it is coming, though. It is coming. Anything else from Twitch over there?
That was the only one.
That was the only one. All right. No, it is not a medical condition, Kabuki. PCSing is not a medical condition. It is. I can't remember what it stands for. It's an acrostic. You could probably look it up online, I'd imagine. Let's see. No, I don't want to know about Metro PCS.
What's the next mission for this campaign?
Okay, that I can answer while I'm still looking at this. Permanent change of station. That's what PCS stands for. All right, the next one, this was the Soviet infiltration, and originally took place on July 7th. The next one, part 5, is going to be the Halha River shelling. Let me just make sure. Yes, Halha River shelling, which is looks like you guys are going to have more infantry. You're going to have three artillery units, 2 armored cars, a TK unit. I'm going to have, it looks like about the same number of infantry. 2 artillery units, 2 armored cars, and 2 tank battalions. So, looks like a cool scenario. You guys will be going first again. You'll have 5 cards, I'll have 6. And it's to 7 medals next time, not just 5. So, yeah. I'll lay that out. I don't know if you can get a shot of it, but
yeah,
that's there. But yeah, PCS orders are what the military gives out. You can only spend so much time at a certain post or a certain station, and so when the military tells you to move, you get up and move. Okay, well, I think we're going to go ahead and call that a wrap, y'all. Thank you for joining. I'll leave that out there for a little bit so that you can see it. But that was a good game, Rainer. Well done. And Internet, Rainer lackeys that were helping them over there. Very good tactics, strategy. And you also had good die rolls. I had good die rolls too, but I made one mistake. I don't think that really impacted much, though. That extra armored car that you guys got as a reinforcement really helped you. And so that's it. Thanks for joining. We appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to join us. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll be coming back next week, either Thursday or Friday, one of the two. It just depends on how our week goes here, and Derek has a lot of work to do as far as getting Tom's videos edited and all that kind of stuff, so it just kind of depends on how all of us are doing. But Thursday or Friday, we should be back for round 5 of 8 in the Khalkhin-Gol campaign. Thanks for joining. We'll see you guys on the flip side.
Thanks, guys. So I did great. Appreciate it. Happy to be here. Y'all have fun now.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.